Hello, Foot Unit Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy of the Holy War with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we conquered Sofara after defeating Slater, or whatever his name was. No, this was not Slater, but someone like him. Axe guy with the Brave Axe. With a little bit of setup, we carefully maneuvered the Brave Axe onto our new Axe guy, so that's great. And then we killed a couple waves of free experience and gold and captured Sofara. Unfortunately, it takes a long time to walk around, and we're at 55 turns or 57 turns of nothing. Last episode, I was like, I wonder if I'd seized Isaac, I could have used the warp staff. Nope, only Seliph can seize. It's a nice idea, but he has to go across the whole map. So if you want to conquer all the castles, including this one, I don't know how you can do it much faster. There's just not a lot you can do. Anyway, today's episode, if there's no reinforcements, will be pretty straightforward. We'll probably end up starting chapter 7, but that's okay. First, though, chit-chats. Lana, I still can't say I feel comfortable having you out here in the field. It's much too dangerous. Yes, my lord, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Please take the utmost care. If you stray from behind the front lines, you'll be too vulnerable a target. Learn how to move faster. But get a horse. Lana, please. I'm worried for your sake. Okay, my lord. Woo, HP up. I did get, I think, 1 level up for Lana and Julia on the way down, just from healing, basically. So, if you're wondering why they have an extra level up, that's all it is. Nothing secret. Are you faring all right so far, Julia? Thank you, Lord Seliph. Actually, I have something for you. I found this in Sofara Castle. What is? What is? It's a light tome called Aura. You can wield these, yeah? Aura. This. Why does this sound familiar? Thank you, Lord Seliph. Thank you so much. Alright, so we got the more powerful spell that weighs a ton. We could have got a lighter, less damaging HP stealing tome if we'd done it differently. Also, this one came with 6 kills on it. I wonder where this came from. Maybe someone else with gray-blue hair once upon a time. The only other person in the army who had Nega blood and could use light magic. Well, there were other people with, like, Master Knights could use light magic, but there's only one other person we've had that could use Aura naturally, without hacks. You know, the Liberation Army's leader, Seliph. I should send Seliph in here. They say he's the rightful heir to Granvale. I bet we'd all have a much better time with him on the throne if that were true, huh? Here, take this here skill ring. Wait a second, I didn't know about this. We're all behind you. She's the worst person for a skill ring. My guide didn't say anything about that. Alright, well, she can sell that, and someone else can buy it, maybe. She doesn't need skill at all. I mean, on the plus side, that's 10,000 gold for her to sell and repair. But I could have saved, 10,000 by just giving it to someone like Seliph. Aw, he doesn't even need skill. I would have probably given it to, like, Ulster, because Larcy has the skill ring. I don't know if... I would bet the skill rings don't stack. And these are the two that get, like, attacks that use your skill stat, basically. So I think they're the priority for stuff like that. So we'll get it to them. Remember, they can buy it for half price anyway, so essentially they can spend 10 grand. And they also have a lot more money thanks to, well, bargain in general. So they'll be fine. They can pick that up if I want. Okay, let's get a move on. We got a long way to go for Seliph. I don't know how useful the Aura Tome will be, but at least she can fight now. I would prefer the light or lightning spell, I think. There's one that's much lighter than this, that doesn't weigh 20. Because she gets a -10 avoid. Like, this is a pretty heavy tome. Alright, so I'm going to start moving the army towards the boss. I don't actually think he's got any more reinforcements, so I think we're okay. Also, in the name of saving time, I might just send someone to do this village that's not my healer. Like, we've got 2 more villages. I think I'll send Lana to one of them, because she'll probably get there the same time as Seliph gets to the, gets to Rivo, but I don't really want to wait around forever, so... Just in case there's more skill rings, like, it would be real sad if we missed out on stuff like that. So if I don't send either of them, who would we send? Who needs money? Maybe Fee? Yeah, she can fly. Dermot's got good money. Oh, but Fee, we could just give her the thief sword next map. And then, because she's got sword, she could be almost as effective with the thief sword as Dermot. So she's not a huge priority either. Maybe Lester? I think he'll be fine in the arena. I kind of think, realistically, you want to give it to your healers because they can't really beat the arena. So they need a way to get money, and villages is the way to do it until you get a thief. Or they fall in love. But that will take a while. Alright, prepare for lots of end turning. I guess Arthur, he could use some money, but now he's going to go for the boss. Hope you guys don't mind the music on this chapter. It's pretty, I think it's decent. A little bit, maybe a little bit bland, but it's nice sort of traveling across the fields music. You don't mind if I put a little bit of super speed in here? Hopefully. I know it messes with the music a little bit, but... Now, I did cut out like half of our travel time, so... I figure this is a fair compromise. We'll do this part on camera and we skip the first half. So did I decide who's getting money? Not really. I'm just going to send Fee. I could have actually had her gather that gold a long time ago, but I wasn't sure. I guess I should have known. This village is so far away, it's out of the main path, that it would never have been a great target for someone like Lana, who only moves 5 squares. It just takes too long to get there. Now, I am a little bit concerned about this upcoming boss. He's pretty strong. And let's have a little look at him this next turn. Just so you can start mentally preparing yourself. Silver Axe, 43 might. He's got Bevice. He can... Well, his attack speed's pretty bad, -5. I don't know if he'd ever switch to the Thief Sword. I wonder if he could steal our gold. I guess it's because he's a crook. He just steals gold from the peasants, right? I've been hearing a lot about how the Empire's been hunting kids in all these other countries. Thanks to you lot, Isaac's free from the Empire at last, but the rest of the world's still in a really dark place. All across Juggerl, they're all waiting for Lord Seliph to rise up and defeat the Empire. Please, I'm begging you, you gotta make it to Grandvale soon. So I'm not exactly sure why Seliph is the rightful heir. Like, let me just think about this for a second. Seliph and Deirdre, I guess... If the cat's out of the bag that Deirdre is Prince Karth, who's now deceased's daughter, assumedly Deirdre's probably dead by now or something else. I guess that puts the line of succession on either Seliph or any other children that Arvis and Deirdre had, which may or may not be fairly obvious at this point. But I guess Seliph would be the male son. So, the eldest male son? That's, something primogeniture. The Crusader King 2 guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I mean, that would make him the, rightful heir. I hadn't really thought about it. I figured he'd be the Lord of Chalfie, which was, Sigurd and Lord Byron's castle. But, yeah, I guess all of Grandvale, if he's Prince Kurth's eldest grandson... If Prince Kurth never had a son, it would go Kurth to daughter to son, I guess. think that makes sense. Alright, so let's just see how this looks before we commit. 14 damage times 2, but he counters for 39. Now, we can get to 100%, and we can drop his accuracy down by 30. But that's never going to be safe for Arthur. So that's not good. How does Dermot match up? Dermot can survive a hit, so what I'm going to do right away before... Like, this is not going to do any damage. No. But this will get us his money, and then we can go heal him up while I figure out a way to kill him. Pitiful rebel fools! Don't you dare underestimate the glory of the Granvale Empire! Come on, Dermot. There you go, buddy. Also, a lot of experience for this guy. He is such a high level, even just damaging him is great. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting boss. The first boss has a ton of defense. And basically one-shots a lot of people. Anyway, we've got a castle to seize. Oh, Lord Seliph! Sir, glad to see you're okay. Is everyone unharmed, sir? Indeed, and ecstatic to see you to boot! That's 2 boots today. Thanks to you, yada yada yada. Is this exactly the same as the last time? Almost. But the effort isn't mine alone, sir. I could never have come so far without the support of the common man and woman. You've all supported me from the beginning. I likely would not be here if it were not for you. Fate is a funny thing, isn't it, sir? Just 20 years ago, our late king had the utmost trust in your grandfather's wisdom. Then your father came to protect Prince Shannon, and now the prince has guided you to adulthood. Perhaps fate has bound Isaac and Chelfie as one. Well, we would have had to have... I wonder if Seliph can marry... Larcy? Because Larcy would be Arya's daughter. Would that put him in line for the throne? Then we could just by marriage take over the continent? Isaac is the only home I've ever known, and Prince Shannon is like a brother to me. That's why I'm gonna marry his niece. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do for second generation loves. I haven't even thought about it yet. I pray our friendship lasts the rest of our lives. Oh, Lord Seliph, you are the rightful heir to House Belhalla and the throne of Granvale. Not a soul alive in Isaac, nor in the rest of the world, can doubt this. We beg of you, raise the banner of justice high, march on Belhalla, and reclaim your true throne. At least we got to start, right? Alright, the Kingdom of Isaac is liberated. Liberation. No chats this time around. Like I said, if you liberated Isaac first, maybe by recruiting Yohalvier, you would get a different tome for Julia. But we are fine as it is. Okay, so Dermot's gonna get healed once these guys catch up. The rest of the team is just gonna hang out because I don't know how I'm gonna fight this guy yet. How does Wifey do? He's got a Armor Slayer. Oof. He can take 1 hit, I guess. But I don't think anyone else will be... Nope, that's just enough damage to kill Lester in 1 shot. I guess... Johan can survive 1 shot. Johan... Not very many people can survive 1 hit, though. $35 damage. Ouch. Yeah, we need someone with a combined defense plus HP of over 43, and that's a lot to ask for. I guess Ulster could, but... So what we'd have to do is not attack, but... Yeah, he can take 1 hit. So what we do is we just park him here and see how much damage he does on the counterattack. I'm going to wait till the healers get up there anyway, but I think Ulster might be the best bet. Rather than attacking, we just pause, we see if the boss hits him, and he should get some counterattack damage, I think. And if this boss steals all his money, I'm going to be very, very mad. Also, we've got one more village, so Lana, yeah. Still, we only need one healer, so that's fine. And we can't seize until Seliph gets there anyway, and I think we're going to want the leadership aura to make this a little bit safer. And yeah, there's not a lot of value in killing the boss before Seliph gets there, because it doesn't really change anything. This is just a very long... This map is too big for foot units. Everyone needs a horse, guys. Someone buy Seliph a horse. Alright, heal time. Good. Mend, I forgot to look up the math, but I think it's like 10 plus magic times 2, kind of, approximately. Which means most of the game, Mend is a full heal, or very nearly a full heal. Alright. Ooh, aren't you from that Liberator army? Glad to see you're making a stand now. This is great news. With y'all around, we finally got a shot at making them Imperial cowards run out of here with their tails between their legs. Take our money. Alright, Lana has enough money for the moment. She's got essentially 24,000 gold, and we can definitely use that to repair the Physic and Warp Staff, and that'll keep her flush for a little while. Honestly, that's probably enough to get her to level 20 and promoted, because if we get her to 10, like, even if we use all her Warp, all her Physic, she's got enough money to repair them, she would get 14 uses of Warp at 60 experience, I think it's 60 per Warp, so she'd get 6 plus, I think she'd get 9 level ups from the Warp. Yeah, between the money and the Warp and the Physic, we could definitely get her to level 20 right now, if we cared. That would get her promoted, and then once she's promoted, she can probably use, like, offensive magic. Not like it's a huge rush, but I'm just saying, you know, just saying. Alright, we're here. Next turn, I think we move Seliph into support range, and then we plunk Ulster down in front of the boss. While Julia's here, we might as well get some XP. There's no way she could attack the boss, right? Like, she would be crushed. She only has a 30, like 27 HP plus 3 defense. Arthur has more tankiness than she does, so. Just took 20 minutes to get here, no big deal. There's no way Seliph can fight him either, right? Just to double check, but 5 damage. Actually, Seliph can take a hit, interestingly. Give him 10% more dodge. Put Julia over by just for an emergency heal. Interesting. Unless I did the math way wrong. I think... Now, the reason I could do this is another way to grind some experience. We could just have the boss attack and get counter damage here. It's you, the spawn of Sigurd. Blast! My father will be avenged. King Dannan, you've tortured this land and brought misery and death for too long. Today you shall face justice. 20 to 100. Oh, but Pavice. Double Pavice? 0 XP? What a loser. I want to see how much experience we can get from this guy. Like, even without killing him, how much is it worth? Of course we get hit at 20%. We get what? Was that 30 XP, give or take? So I don't think Seliph... Well, I guess Seliph could kill him eventually. I think his silver sword would break. So we're not going to leave Seliph up there, but I just wanted to see how it looks. He can do 10 damage, basically 20 per turn if he hits all of them. But he'll probably heal up like 5 to 10 anyway. So then we're going to probably switch Seliph with Ulster, who should do a little bit more damage. Yeah, he heals 10, so this is not very conducive to winning. Now, if Seliph had a horse, maybe we should get Seliph a level up. What do you say? We'll let Lana catch up. I think one more hit gets him a level up. I could have attacked. Fair. There we go. 1 HP, 1 skill, 1 strength, 1 speed, 1 defense. Beautiful level up. Very good. I'm glad I wasted everybody's time. So we're going to move you... What we're going to do is heal first, because we're a little bit low on space. Speed this up for the YouTubes. HP, magic, speed. Sure. I'm not going to attack with Ulster this turn, because I can't heal him. He should be fine with the Iron Blade. I need to give him the Steel Blade so he does more damage. Right? 12 might versus... Somebody has a Steel Blade. Is that on Dermot? Maybe it's in the shop. I forgot to buy it. We'll get him the Steel Blade eventually. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think Ulster's our best bet without having to use Oify. We'll find out. Now, because he can proc Astra, Astra should do pretty good damage. And it's 11% now instead of 20, so... Also, he does double the damage Seliph does. And he should have a chance for crits because Larcy's beside him. That's the wrong skill! HP, skill, strength, luck, defense. Okay. But yeah, I can't really do much more than this. Like, I don't think anyone else at range can survive in a counter. Yeah, because unfortunately, Lester gets killed in one shot. Arthur gets killed in one shot. I'm sure Julia dies in one shot. And I don't have... Like, Dermot died in one shot too, didn't he? No, Dermot... Okay. So we could be alternating... Yeah, Dermot already attacked once. We could be alternating Dermot... Gets a hit, moves out of the way, and then one of these two attacks. I'm just trying to think of how I can kill this guy a little bit quicker. Yeah, I don't... I mean, Arthur could technically get the kill at the end. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. We would have needed Arthur to get a little bit more level ups, a little bit more HP and defense. A fair amount, to be fair. He needed, he's got 33 plus 4 is 37, so he needs, like, 7 more HP and defense in total. Interesting. It would be really nice to have Holin's Luna pass down, because Luna would, basically strip this guy's huge defense and his Pavice. So Luna activations would be really nice. Oh, Astra. Yeah, that's it. That's all we needed. I knew it would happen eventually, right? Lord Arvis, my liege. Alright, Ulster, MVP of the map. The only one who could take down the boss. On his own, anyway. Alright, good job, buddy. Any last little healing before we seize? I guess we have the healers heal each other. Why not? Sure, it took half an hour just to seize the castle. This map was a little bit... Like, it had a really busy middle of the map, where we had the two armies fighting each other and then the reinforcements attack us. But once you got through the reinforcements, there's just nothing to do on this map. A lot of walking with foot units, so not a great turn count, no doubt about it. A job well done, Seliph. Thanks to you, Isaac is free from the Empire's grip. Lewin, are you already done in Leonster? This was like only 50 turns. Yeah, I only just got back now. Look, Seliph, are you aware that right now the world's at a critical turning point? No. It's been 15 years since Arvis conquered all of Jugdrol and united as the Grandvale Empire. Honestly, for a while at first it wasn't all that bad. In the Empire's dawn, Emperor Arvis sought to bind his nation using only the strictures of law. Sure, it was strict and constraining, but we still got a few good years of peace out of it. But obviously he changed his mind. A few years back, as if by magic, the Empire turned into that oppressive force we all know and love today. Even worse, the ancient heretics of the Lopterian Order have arisen from the shadows once more and raised influence across the lands. Their murderous rituals have returned with them, and all across Jugdrol they abduct children to sacrifice in droves to resurrect their fell gods. See, that's what was really confusing me. I'm like, Arvis, I thought was he's like a Lannister. He's a Lannister. He's not totally evil, he's mostly just out for power, and once he had power, he always promised to be okay. Like, you know, reasonably decent dude. But he got power, won, everyone was conquered, and what did he do? Turned evil. Well, of course, it's that Lopterian cult. That's why we're abducting children and building unrest. You know, you'd only expect with enough unrest that the rebellions will start to pop up. That's how you get revolts, right? Too much unrest. All attempts to resist the Empire are crushed and met with brutal executions or enslavement. It couldn't be plainer that they seek to return Jugdrol to the days of brutal control by that ancient abomination, the Lopter Empire. This cannot be happening. I've heard all the rumors saying the same, but never did I think they could be more than rumors. By the look of it, Isaac hasn't had it quite as bad as most. Dannan's 2 sons, at least, refused to follow through on the child hunts. Of course, there's always been people trying to rebel against the Empire, left, right, and center, but they were all scattered and disorganized. Before you, none have ever posed a proper threat to the Empire. Sure, you're only a level 4 lord, but one day, they were all swiftly crushed before they could even so much as blink. Jugdrol escape desperately need a savior. It needs a man to unite behind in the name of liberty, and you're such a boy. Isn't this Seliph like 17 or 18? Barely a man, barely a man. And I'm pretty sure that man is you, Seliph. You're the only one who stands a chance. Hold on a moment, wait, what? Are you sure about this? A savior would require power I sorely lack. Have you looked at my stats? I'm pretty weak. Chalk it up to duty, Seliph. You're the eldest child of Empress Deirdre. That makes you the elder brother of the Crown Prince Julius. You're the one true heir to Saint Haim. Your destiny is to unite the power of the Crusaders of this era and free the world from this evil grip. But, like, I'm just a kid and I was just gonna try to free Isaac, and I did that now, and no. Trust me, you really do have what it takes. Your power, true power, and potential sleeps within you. That is, the sacred blood of the Crusader Baldur. Once you get your holy blade Tyrfing, not even the heavens will be able to stand in your way. Well, yeah, Sigurd was pretty awesome with that, wasn't he? But sorry, Seliph, but that's how the gods will it. You're Sigurd's son, the son of a man whose fate led to a brutal end. The fulfillment of his dying wishes, and his final quest falls to you. You can't afford to go doubting yourself now, you understand, Seliph? Yes. If this is fate and the will of the gods, then so be it. I will do my duty. There actually isn't a single absolute fate, nor is there just one person it all hinges upon. As obtuse as that sounds, trust me, one day it'll make sense. Sigurd left behind so much to help you on your quest. Most importantly, the many friendships he forged in his life, and all the children he set about creating via breeding his friends. Me, for instance, and my children, one of whom is with you already. Brave youths from all over... This is exactly what happened. It's great. Brave youths from all over are already lining up to join your cause, all guided by Sigurd's genetics program. My father won the love and trust of so many people from all walks of life. I can only pray that in time I'll prove my worthiness to his legacy. You'll be fine. Anyway, to business. Our immediate goal now is to reach Leonster. The son of Quan, your father's closest friend, raised his own rebellion, only to suffer severe losses. He's in pretty urgent need of backup, if only you had a warp staff. I know you've had no time to rest, but we need to get going as soon as possible. For now, at least, we can leave Isaac in the care of its citizens. They will be conquered and enslaved by the Empire tomorrow, but for today, they will be fine. Odds are we'll run into Prince Shannon on our way. Understood. Okay, well, am I gonna end the episode? Sure, 30 minutes. I know we didn't make a ton of progress, but I really like to start a new episode for a new chapter. So 74 turns. I think 40 of them were walking with no interesting combat. So that map, a little bit too large, given that your lord cannot, only your lord can seize the castle. So there wasn't really any way to speed that up. That would be a strong incentive to pass down the leg ring to Sigurd, or on Sigurd down to Seliph. I didn't really put two and two together. I kind of thought Seliph would be on a horse because Sigurd was on a horse. I was kind of thinking, you know, horse dad, horse son, right? No. So our lord is now a Roy or an Eliwood or whatever you want to think about it. And he's got to move the long way. Now, once we get a dancer, this will save a lot of turns by speeding him around a bit. But also that'll give us the leg ring. So, but that's going to take a little while. Anyway, I'm certainly still enjoying it. Nothing wrong there. Just got to switch away from horse emblem into foot emblem and we'll be okay. The maps are big anyway. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. Next time, Chapter 7, and I believe the arena makes its return, which, well, you know what that means. Next episode might be a bit of an arena episode. Woohoo. Also, it's our first time with all of our characters starting in the castle, so I'll be able to check inventory and move stuff around a little bit easier, so that'll be nice. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Fire Emblem 4.